nutritional supplements and vitamins. And as much as I would love to be doing this live at the Weiner Wellness Week, this is the next best thing. And just so you know, back in March, I was scheduled to come out to Pittsburgh to do a seminar for Weiner Wellness Week, but with the travel restrictions and so forth, that didn't happen. So I'm looking forward to going over 6 of our products from our company. To give you a little background of myself, I've been in sales as a district account manager for over 40 years. I've spent my whole career working with retail specialty stores. So I'm looking forward to talking to you about 6 of our products that we're very proud of. And also, I want to give a shout out to Joe Massino. Joe and we've been on the radio a couple times promoting Olympian Labs products, and I know he spoke very highly of this seminar coming up. So Joe, thank you for all you do. And hopefully we'll be on the radio this Friday. And I have this same seminar, folks, just so you know, and please tell your friends and neighbors and relatives that I'm giving this same seminar next Saturday. So it's an honor and a pleasure to talk to the fine folks of Pittsburgh and the Tri-City area. Just so you know, my wife was born in Pittsburgh. She still has extended family in Pittsburgh. My family, believe it or not, is all from southeastern Pennsylvania, Lancaster County, Chester County area. So I have relatives spread all over from Harrisburg all the way to Philadelphia. And looking forward to talking to you for about a half hour or so. And if you have any questions at the end, I will give you my contact information. And also, I'll be glad to field a few questions. So let's move through this. And if you have any questions or concerns, of course, we can talk about it at the end. But I would also encourage you to talk to the folks at Weiner Wellness because they're the experts. And they've been doing this a long time. So what is Olympian Labs all about? Well, what's interesting about Olympian Labs, and just so you know, to give you background, I just started with Olympian Labs last fall. I spent 36 years in the photographic industry working for 2 major Japanese camera companies, but Olympian Labs has been around since 1992. And for those of you who know nutritional supplement companies and vitamin companies, that's actually a long time. And what's interesting about Olympian Labs, first of all, our corporate office and our distribution center are here in Phoenix. For those of you who know the Phoenix area, we're very close. We're in an office park up near the Deer Valley Airport. And Olympian Labs was actually founded by 2 bodybuilders who were looking for safe, effective supplements that were free of artificial colors, sweeteners, and preservatives. With our knowledge of nutrition and a passion for wellness, we have carefully selected the finest ingredients and applied the highest industry standards to manufacture unique therapeutic formulas supported by the latest dietary research. Now, I will tell you, we have probably over 200 different products that we sell, and we'll talk about it later. Hopefully we have time to talk about it, but about 25 of those products are what we call our specialized formulas. And we're very proud of those because that's truly what separates Olympian Labs from other companies. Now, one of our commitments at Olympian Labs is to provide transparency in absolutely everything we do. That's the red label promise. If there's 2 things you want to take away from in this slide, number 1, all the products are made here in the United States. Number 2, our certified facilities ensure the highest quality control at every level of production. And also, of course, we have all kinds of different options. You can read that there at the bottom. In the next slide, we're going to talk about our transparency because I work with a lot of naturopathic doctors here in Phoenix. What's interesting about the Phoenix market, folks, is we have a lot of health food stores that actually have naturopathic doctors that have clinics inside the health food stores. That's a pretty common thing here in the Phoenix area. In fact, we have a very fine school for naturopathic medicine down in Tempe, which is a suburb of the Phoenix area. So this next slide, you'll see what our label looks like. And the reason that so many naturopathic doctors and MDs, and chiropractors that sell our product, they like that our labels are easy to read, and they understand. It's very understandable, the claims and the benefits of our products. And we obviously have, as it says right there, front and side call outs with information pertaining to the quality of the raw ingredients. And of course, then there's the different badges. If that particular product is vegan and gluten-free and non-GMO, it will say that on the label, which we're very proud of. There's, I've looked at some of our competition, and there's a lot of them don't have as much information as we do. Also, one other thing I want you to be aware of, and you'll see it at the final slide with our contact information. But here's something that a lot of our retailers and doctors' offices and clinics that buy our products, like in the lower right-hand corner, after it says Made in the United States, it has our 800 toll-free customer service line. Now, like I said earlier, I've been in working with retail specialty stores for over 40 years. And I can tell you that, let's say we have two retailers. They may have similar or same products, but what separates one retailer from another? It's generally the level of customer service they provide. The same goes for the manufacturer. You may have two manufacturers of supplements, they have similar products, but again, what separates one company from the other? And like I said, my experience says it's all about customer service. The lady that runs our customer service department, she actually sits fairly close to me, and I hear her talk a lot to consumers, and she's been with the company a long time. She's very knowledgeable. So let's move into the 6 products that our friends at Weiner Wellness has asked me to talk about. The first one, Evening Primrose Oil, is an incredibly popular product for women. We have a lot of doctors' offices like Weiner Wellness and so forth that recommend this product, and it's a top-selling product. Probably the most important product information is the one right in the middle, folks. It says, used to relieve the uncomfortable hormone-induced symptoms of PMS, including lessening the discomfort of menstrual cramps, breast tenderness, and craving for carbohydrates. The point above is also important. It may help to relieve the symptoms of arthritis. The point at the bottom, studies show that it may be effective for osteoporosis when used in combination with calcium and fish oils. And we're going to talk about the omega fish oils that we sell here in a couple minutes. Concerning calcium, there's a lot of different calcium pills out there. But I will tell you, our coral calcium, made from coral from the deep, well, not the deep sea, but from the sea, is a very popular product, especially recommended by a lot of naturopathic doctors. Now, I will tell you one thing that's important at this point. You may hear me talking about some products that Weiner Wellness does not currently stock, but I know for a fact, if you're interested in a product that they don't stock, they will be more than glad to special order that product. And I would suggest, if you want more information, we'll talk more about it at the end of the seminar. Olympianlabs.com, you can go on there and look at every one of our products and the features and the benefits of those products. And last but not least, with Evening Primrose Oil, it does control menstrual symptoms, and it helps with the decreased severity of hot flashes. And a couple other things about Evening Primrose Oil that I wrote down here. Studies show it may help with skin irritation like rosacea and eczema. And by using Evening Primrose Oil, it may help result in smoother and clearer skin. We have one study that also shows Evening Primrose Oil may reduce the amount of oil being produced in the skin's pores, and therefore may be useful for those with acne. And last but not least, concerning Evening Primrose Oil, studies have shown Evening Primrose Oil to reduce cholesterol and triglycerides. Moving on, without a doubt, I can tell you that without a doubt, grapeseed extract is one of Olympian Labs' most popular products. Now, Weiner Wellness does stock a couple different uh, dosages of our grapeseed extract, but they recently started stocking our 400 milligram. We had a special promotion on this, and so for the money, grapeseed extract 400 milligram is probably the best buy of any grapeseed extract that Weiner Wellness will stock. And I'm sure the folks there will tell you, and Jim was nice enough, Jim at Weiner Wellness was nice enough to give me a recent report on their top selling Olympian Lab products. And grapeseed extract, even though we just brought it in recently, is doing extremely well. And you can read here, grapeseed extract has high levels of antioxidants for the circulatory system. Grapeseed extract is also known to be roughly 20 times more powerful than vitamin C and about 50 times more powerful than vitamin E. Grapeseed extract, and I'm just going to read this also, grapeseed extract effectively aids in resisting blood vessel and skin damage, reduces inflammation, and counteracts other damage caused by the daily bombardment of free radicals. And I'll explain what a free radical is in a minute. It may help reduce edema and swelling. Grapeseed extract also serves as a natural antihistamine, moderating allergic responses by reducing histamine production and boosting the immune system. Grapeseed extract is is easily absorbed into the bloodstream and has been shown to cross the blood-brain barrier, thus providing protection to the brain, its vessels, and the entire nervous system. So as a recap, some of the key benefits of taking grapeseed extract, and since I started with the company back in the fall, I've been taking grapeseed extract daily. It helps promote focus and concentration also. It supports healthy eyes. Like I said earlier, it helps maintain healthy heart and arteries. Like I said earlier, it protects the skin from the effects of aging, and it supports healthy blood pressure levels. Now, to explain what a free radical is, the definition I found was free radicals are highly reactive and unstable molecules that are produced in the body naturally as a byproduct of metabolism or by exposure to toxins in the environment, such as tobacco smoke and ultraviolet light. So it does help counteract damage caused by the daily bombardment of free radicals. Moving on to a product that I recently started taking, because as a district account manager, and I have over 600 accounts in the United States that I'm responsible for, I sit in front of a computer a lot, a big screen. In fact, my wife and I recently went to get our eyes examined to see if we needed new prescription for our reading glasses. And the eye doctor actually recommended not only lutein, but Olympian Labs lutein by name. So that was encouraging. I had to chuckle when I was at that appointment because I actually told him I worked for Olympian Labs. So Olympian Labs lutein, just so you know, if you're not familiar with lutein, is a yellow carotenoid pigment produced by plants and found in our eyes in the central area of the retina called the macula. The macula is a small concentrated collection of photosensitive cells which are responsible for focus and color differentiation. Both lutein and zeaxanthin protect the macula from degradation normally associated with aging and oxidative stress. So lutein is found in high quantities in leafy green vegetables such as spinach, kale, yellow carrots, but there's only so much food that we can eat. The only way you will get the amount of lutein your eyes need is through supplementation. Now, as a benefit, I can tell you that sitting in front of a computer screen all day, by about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, my eyes start going crazy, looking at a computer screen pretty much all day. But that said, when I started taking lutein about 2 months ago, within a week or two, I didn't have those issues. So that's a good thing. So you can see the features and the benefits at the bottom. Supports eye health. And what separates our lutein from some of the others out there You'll notice the bottle on the left side of the screen says with grape skin extract. Well, that is obviously great for antioxidants, which we all need antioxidants, which really help for brain health also. So I would strongly urge you if, now just so you know, I'm in my mid 60s. If you wear, I only wear reading glasses. I don't have to wear glasses otherwise, but for reading, if you're sitting in front of a computer for a long time, please take a look at lutein and see if that should be part of your daily regimen of supplements. The next product that I wanted to talk about is a very popular product. The fourth point down is probably the most important point. It supports a healthy heart and healthy cholesterol levels. Now, what's interesting is you can see the second point, made from, that should be from, pharmaceutical grade fish oil that is molecularly distilled and guaranteed for purity and safety from environmental pollutants like PCBs and mercury. Now, what separates our omega-3 fish oils from some of the others out there, we go to the deep seas to find the fish to provide more of the omega-3 factors. So the deeper and the colder the ocean is, the better the omega-3 factors will be, or the fatty acids, than fish caught in more shallow waters. And the bottom point is also very, very important, folks. It says, since omega-3s can't be manufactured in the body, they must be obtained through diet or supplements. Of course, some doctors will recommend eating fish 2 to 3 times a week. I don't know about you, I don't do that, but I will take an omega-3 supplement every day. And my wife also takes the omega-3 fish oil because at our age, it's important to keep our heart going and keep our cholesterol levels in check. Also, just so you know, you may not know this, but omega-3 essential fatty acids are essential for nerve conduction and brain function. A number of small studies have found that fish oils help reduce symptoms of rheumatoid arthritis, including joint pain and morning stiffness. So those are all good things, good reasons to take omega-3 fish oils from Olympian Labs. Moving on to our fifth product, Prosplex for Men. Guys, listen up. Guys that are my age, listen up. This is important. Several studies show that the 6 major ingredients in this product, including zinc, lycopene, and quercetin, can significantly reduce urinary frequency and discomfort from an enlarged prostate, excuse me, I'm sorry. And there's one, I'm looking desperately for the one piece of paper that highlights, oh, okay, here it is. I mentioned lycopene. Now, zinc and quercetin, we'll talk about it because I'm gonna have a couple minutes here at the end. We're gonna talk about some of the products that help fortify the immune system. Zinc and quercetin are 2 of the most popular products out there to help fortify the immune system. And of course, with everything going on in the world now, it's truly important that we strengthen our immune system as much as possible. And we'll talk more about that in depth here in a couple minutes. With that said, I wanted to highlight lycopene. Lycopene is a very, very important ingredient. Hopefully you know that tomatoes are nature's richest source of lycopene. When cooked, researchers have found that the cell walls are broken down, and this allows lycopene to become readily available. When cooked with fats and oils, this enhances the absorption of lycopene, which is a fat-soluble carotenoid, excuse me. Now, one last key point about lycopene. Lycopene, and we're going into the spring and summer. My wife has already bought a watermelon, and I love watermelon. So where else can you get your needs for lycopene other than taking a lycopene supplement like Olympian Labs? But watermelons, guavas, and pink grapefruits. Those are all help those are all products that lycopene can be found in. The redder the color, the higher the lycopene content. And one last point concerning prospects and the use of lycopene in prospects. Studies show that lycopene-rich diets are linked to lower rates of heart disease and age-related eye disorders. So those are some good points that we should all take in. And again, if you have any questions on any of these products, you can read more about them on olympianlabs.com. But I also encourage you, please talk to the folks at Weiner Wellness. And at the end, you'll have my contact information. I'd be glad to help you also. And as I've said, all these years I've been in sales, if I don't know the answer, I know someone in my building or in my company that knows the answer. It may take a couple minutes or a half hour to get you the answer, but I will get you the answer you need. So again, highlighting the last couple points, quercetin, lycopene, and zinc are all very, very important ingredients of our Prosplex. And I am glad to tell you that Prosplex is the #1 seller at Weiner Wellness of all the Olympian Labs products. So guys in their 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, take a look at this product. The last product I want to talk to you about is a product that we've actually had for many, many years. However, Weiner Wellness just recently started stocking this product. It's a liquid. It has a cran raspberry flavor. I am proud to say that my wife is now taking it. My wife has had digestive issues for many, many years. She had surgery a couple years ago for her digestive issues. But now, religiously, every morning when she wakes up, she goes into the refrigerator and takes a 1 ounce, if you will, shot of sea nourishment. Now, what's interesting about sea nourishment, it is packed full of vitamins, minerals, enzymes, and other phytonutrients from plants from the ocean. And also, believe it or not, from the Great Salt Lake up there in Utah. The key benefits, you can see them right there. Enzymes aid in digestive health. It helps remove toxins and heavy metals from the body. Increases healthy bacteria in intestines. Contains mineral, and there is that word again, coral calcium for bone and muscle health. Here's the important thing, folks. We're going to talk more about fortifying the immune system. Guess what? Look at that point. Supports the immune system. Powerful antioxidant properties, which are important as you get older. It helps the brain, and anti-aging benefits. And like I said earlier, it does taste pretty darn good. And a couple other points that I couldn't fit onto the slide for my slideshow. A couple other key points. And again, this is a brand new product that our folks at Weiner Wellness are stocking. Take a look at it. I would strongly urge you to consider getting this and getting it into your daily regimen. So a couple other key points of sea nourishment. It washes out undigested residue in the gut, and we're going to talk more about gut health because just so you know, I talk to a lot of doctors, nurses in my business as a representative of Olympian Labs. I was talking to a nurse from North Carolina, up in the mountains of North Carolina, Western North Carolina, and she told me a couple weeks ago, she said, Ron, fortifying your immune system starts with your gut. And we'll talk more about that in a minute. So it does definitely help wash out undigested residue in the gut. Anti-inflammatory benefits may contribute to cardiovascular health benefits. The phytonutrients help break down proteins, produce red blood cells for health and vitality. So those are some great points on the sea nourishment. Take a look at that, study it, see if that's something you think you can use in your daily regimen. And like I said, keep it cold in the refrigerator. Once you open it, keep it cold in the refrigerator. And it's a great cran raspberry flavor. And I have to tell you, since I've been with Olympian Labs, I've done a couple in-store promotions here in Phoenix. And these stores that I do business with sell a lot of sea nourishment. So I was able to get a couple bottles of sea nourishment. And as customers came into the store, I was giving them samples. And most of them had heard about sea nourishment, never tasted it. And by tasting it, they said, wow, this actually tastes better than I thought it would. So take a look at that product for future use. Now, before I close the meeting here in a couple minutes, I wanted to share with you our top 50 selling products here in the United States. Now, this is from 2019, but what's interesting, because of what's going on with this virus, I bet you when we run our 2020 top 50 selling products, that will change dramatically, because all of our products that help fortify the immune system, like Breathe Easy, which we'll talk about in a minute, our Greens 8-in-1, Quercetin Plus, olive leaf extract, all those products are selling very, very well, along with our products like vitamin C, vitamin B12, and vitamin D. Those are all important components of helping strengthen the immune system. But I want you to look at something on this top 50 list. Look at the top 10. 6 of them are a product that says DIM, and you're going, Ron, what is DIM? Well, DIM stands for diindomethane, and diindomethane is actually one of our, remember I was telling you earlier, we have about 25 products that we're very proud of that are what we consider our specialized formula. We have a lot of doctors' offices, including naturopathic doctors at their clinics, that highly recommend DIM. Now, a lot of people think DIM is strictly for women, but it's also just as good for men. And just so you know, DIM is a plant nutrient found in vegetables, including broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts. So those are core products that we should all be eating normally: broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts. But DIM has all these products inside the capsule. So what does DIM do? Well, DIM supports the activity of specific enzymes that improve the estrogen metabolism in both women, and I emphasize men. Improved estrogen metabolism helps naturally balance the body's hormone levels. It may reduce PMS symptoms. It has been linked to a lower risk of breast cancer, and studies have also shown that it's been linked to a lower risk of prostate cancer. So now here's what's interesting. Our friends at Weiner Wellness do not currently stock my brand of DIM, but I know they'll be glad to special order it for you. You'll also notice, and number 16, vitamin E complete, that's an important vitamin and mineral that will help fortify the immune system also. Also, I want to highlight number 19. That's the Greens 8-in-1 whole food drink mix. Now, what's interesting, and let me pull this over here. What's interesting is we have many protein powders along with pre and probiotic and detoxification products. And when I say detoxification products, I'm speaking of sea nourishment that help with gut health. If you remember a couple minutes ago, I said fortifying your immune system starts in your gut. And one other thing I want to bring up that I have in this binder of special things that I keep at my desk when I'm talking to clients and doctors. You may be familiar with Dr. Chopra. Dr. Chopra is a famous holistic health expert. And recently on national TV, he said that stress compromises the immune system. And the reason I bring that up is 2 things. First of all, we have a product called Calm, C-A-L-M, that helps with stress. So a lot of people don't realize that. I didn't realize that stress compromises our immune system. And if you'll notice, if you go up to 4 and 5, melatonin, their top products, Weiner Wellness stocks those. They help with sleep. They help you fall asleep faster, and they're drug-free. So it does support a restful sleep. And a couple things that you may not know about fortifying the immune system: drinking lots of water, exercise, and sleep, along with supplements, will help fortify the immune system. And I just want to highlight one last product because I know my time's coming to an end here. Weiner Wellness does not stock this, but like I said, we have a full line of what we call protein powders. And this Greens 8-in-1, you'll notice it's number 19 in our list from 2019. Greens 8-in-1 is a whole food drink mix that contains essential nutrients to maintain overall daily health. It contains whole food multivitamins, enzymes, patented fiber, antioxidants, gentle cleansers, detoxifiers, and probiotics, in addition to 8 grams of protein in one scoop. And I can tell you, when my our two sons, I should say, our two sons are in their mid-30s, and when they found out about this product that we sell, they both wanted me to get them one of those, and they absolutely love it. They're a big fan of the Greens 8-in-1. So again, those are our top 50. If you want me to email you that PDF file, the next slide does have all my contact information. First of all, my email address, rleisy@olympianlabs.com. Our toll-free number is there, my extension, and you can see in the lower right-hand corner, olympianlabs.com. So at this point, Tracy, if there's any questions that your customers have, I'd be glad to help. And of course, they can always contact me via email or call me on the 800 number. And like I said, Tracy, if, excuse me, if I don't have the answer, I know there's someone in my building that has the answer.
Sure. We had a couple questions on the products. So you had mentioned the Calm, so that seemed to spark interest. Can you tell us what the ingredients are in Calm, and is it safe for anybody to take?
That's a great question. Now, I will tell you, I have all these, and I'm going to put it up. I have all these individual cell sheets, Tracy.
Yeah.
I didn't print out one for Calm,
but
I do know anyone can take it. So my suggestion at this point, unless they want to email me and I can send them this PDF file, they can go to olympianlabs.com and type in on the search Calm, and the information will come up.
All right.
The information on our website, Tracy, is pretty much the information from these PDF files, if you can see that. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, tech sheets. Yeah, they're good. They're always a great resource for people, and that's good that they can
I'm
look at
sorry
that.
I don't have one, but I do know, and you probably, as a doctor, Tracy, you probably know of Dr. Chopra, but he's the one that on national TV said, and I was stunned when I heard that. It's like, wow. So stress can be part of that. Factoring in your immune system. And then I loved it when I talked to this registered nurse in North Carolina about how gut health is truly important. And I'm sure you agree with that statement.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You can't outrun your fork. That's normally what I tell my clients. You can't outrun your thoughts and you can't outrun your fork. So you better support those two pathways with good nutrition, right?
Yes.
So yeah, so I would recommend people go to that website, check out the Calm product, which sounds great. And the Primrose Oil, one question came up is, why would one take that over other essential fatty acids, especially women?
Well, I think that you could probably answer that better than I can, doctor. And before I forget, I always want to tell people, before they take any nutritional supplements, I would always recommend asking a healthcare professional like yourself. I know what's interesting, I started taking nutritional supplements about 10 years ago, and my family doctor wanted to know which ones I was taking, and my cardiologist then wanted to know which nutritional supplements I take. So I'm going to defer that question to you, doctor, if that's all right.
No, that's fine. You know, any good essential fatty acid is wonderful to take. So I don't want to, dissuade people from taking great essential fatty acids. I know, with products that I've used in the past, we always look for clean. We always look for purified, and I'm sure those quality standards are with your supplements as well. But evening primrose oil is wonderful just because of the pathway. And it is something that I do recommend with women that are going through menopause. But any good essential fatty acid is great, simply because women are essential fatty acid deficient most of the time. I found in practice most women were afraid to eat fat or thought fat would make them fat. And that's truly not the case. It just has great, qualities to it and a lot of technical stuff. Of course, Joe Messina is texting me gamma-linolenic acid. So we have our team jumping in, but it's a great product and extremely beneficial for women to have in their daily regimen. No,
speaking of Joe, and I'm hoping that Joe and I can get on the radio. I've done a couple radio shows with Joe, and he puts me at ease being on the radio, and that's, as a host, that's important to put your guest at total ease on the radio.
Absolutely.
And so it's an honor and a pleasure to talk to all the folks from Pittsburgh and Western Pennsylvania, the tri-state area. Hopefully, in the future, when I can travel again, we can do these type of seminars live and have a little more interaction with your customers. And besides, I want to come back to Pittsburgh. My wife, like I said, has family in Pittsburgh. She was born there. My family is all on the east side of Pennsylvania. So, Doctor, other than that, if there's nothing else.
No, this was great. Thank you so much for introducing us to your products. And they can pick these up at the Weiner Wellness Center, up to 30% off all the products in the store. So, Ron, we'll see you next Saturday as well.
I'm looking
forward to coming back.
Thank you, Tracy.
All right. You have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.